Dr. Dunaway here with Chiro Strength, and I wanted to make a video today to discuss some of those self-assessments that we talked about in the latest blog entitled Swiss Cheese, the Movement Fix. Go to the website or go on the Facebook page to read it if you have not. But the three assessments were the single leg balance test, the dead bug breathing pattern, as well as the sit down, stand up. And now it's really important that if you can't do any of these, although you might not be suffering from pain, your risk of injury is increased due to the kind of under the radar movement pitfalls that you're not addressing. So kind of getting this in the forefront of your mind and knowing where your deficiencies you're at, you can work on those to make yourself injury resistant instead of waiting for an injury to occur. So the first assessment, single leg balance. Can you stand like this for 10 seconds with one knee up to 90 and 90 and without a bunch of swaying? And can you do it symmetrically? If you can do that, you're going to go back onto balancing on one leg, eyes open, and then close the eyes. And when you close the eyes, you'll feel yourself swaying a little bit, but you should be able to maintain that balance on both sides, again, for 10 seconds. The next one is a dead bug breathing pattern. The ability to breathe from the diaphragm when the core is engaged is something that not a lot of people work on, but is vital for core strength. So a good neutral spine with the chin retracted, back flat. Can you breathe from the belly instead of breathing from the chest? We don't want to disengage our core when we breathe. So we're going to bring the legs up after we were able to kind of develop a good breathing pattern in the belly. Legs up. And can we maintain a good breathing pattern into the belly for a minute with this little extra added core challenge? Right? So that's the dead bug breathing pattern. Now the final one is the sit down stand up test. And this one, if you want to learn more about it, you can Google Australian study sit down stand up. Pretty much it is, can you get down to the ground and back up without a bunch of different points of contact? So if I'm sitting down and I want to sit down without a bunch of different points of contact, I'm going to go nice and slow down to the ground and back up without getting down on a knee, hand, elbow. And the inability to do so will show us that you have either a lack of mobility in certain areas or a lack of strength in other areas. And if you have that, movement is going to be a lot more difficult for you. And so making sure you can figure out where these pitfalls are at in your movement will really decrease your risk of injury. And those three simple assessments will be able to highlight maybe where some of your deficiencies are at, so you can start working on those again prior to injury instead of after injury. If you have any questions with any of those, please either comment in the comment section below. You can also get a hold of us at the office at 931-321-1414. Email me at drdunaway@chirostrength.com. Consultations are free. I'm happy to talk with you. And again, this is Dr. Dunaway with Chiro Strength saying, don't just mend, transcend. Thanks.